Hello guys. Perhaps this dream, when dinosaur bones were first discovered in different parts of the world, came to the mind of a scientist that we might be able to see prehistoric and extinct creatures on Earth again and live next to them. The first thing to know about the extinction of extinct creatures is what time or geological period the extinct creatures lived on Earth, because the methods for reviving these animals vary depending on their biological age. Thanks to advances in methods such as cloning and gene editing technology, the prospect of returning endangered animals seems more achievable than ever. Under the pretext that recently in Australia, Professor Michael Arker and his colleagues on new research on dinosaur resuscitation reached new conclusions about the stages of growth and evolution of this animal. In today's, we want to answer the question of whether extinct dinosaurs and animals can be revived and revived them. Were the first dinosaurs or mammoths? As mentioned, the chances of extinction of extinct animals vary depending on their biological age. Many of you animals, such as mammoths and dinosaurs, may not have much time difference on Earth, but it is interesting to note that there are millions of years between the extinction of the last dinosaur and the emergence of the first mammoths. We should know that dinosaurs lived in the Mesozoic or Middle Ages, and their peak was in the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, and the last dinosaurs became extinct about 65 million years ago, at the end of the Cretaceous. But woolly mammoths became extinct less than a million years ago, and our ancestors, the first humans in the Ice Age, hunted and fed mammoths, and also sheltered their body parts or used their bones to make simple tools. There are other extinct animals that are even newer than mammoths, such as the dodo. These birds lived in South America and, because they had no natural enemies on the island of their habitat, they did not run away when they saw the first humans and were hunted by the first Spaniards who entered the territory of these animals, except for taxidermy in natural history museums. There is no other animal that has not been extinct for a long time, the Tasmanian tiger. A purse-bearer who looked like a feline and lived there until the arrival of the first Europeans in Tasmania. This amazing animal was quickly destroyed due to poaching, habitat destruction and occupation of ecological sites and has not been seen for many years. Jurassic Park, fiction, or reality? Jurassic Park novelist and screenwriter Michael Crichton surprised the world several years ago with his extraordinary idea to bring dinosaurs back. He believed that mosquitoes that lived millions of years ago during the time of the dinosaurs were probably like modern-day mosquitoes that sucked the blood of humans and animals, biting and sucking the blood of dinosaurs, and that they were less likely to sit on a tree after sucking the blood of dinosaurs. And drops of tree gum drip on them and trapped inside the amber and amber fossils are formed. If we can unlikely find the amber fossil in which the mosquito is trapped, we can extract the complete dinosaurs from inside the body of the mosquito, which has dinosaur blood, and regenerate the dinosaurs by cloning. Even if such an amber fossil is miraculously found, parts of its world may still be defective, but scientists believe that the defective parts of this world can be completed by using the world's closest to the dinosaurs, the birds. Birds are the closest relatives of dinosaurs living on Earth. In fact, the dinosaurs were not completely extinct. So every time you see a bird in the sky flying, you are actually looking at one of the last surviving dinosaurs. Cloning method, the way to revive mammoths? Animals such as dodos, tassels, or even furry mammoths that have not been extinct for a long time and have some body tissue left are more likely to be revived. To resuscitate mammoths in their Dian laboratory, they extract ice fossils found in Siberia from frozen tissue and try to revive them through cloning. This is the way scientists have tried to resuscitate mammoths, but for various reasons, the desired results have not yet been achieved. They took an egg from an Asian elephant, which is more genetically similar to a mammoth, and extracted its genetic content, inserting the mammoth's body, which had been under snow and icy areas for years, into the egg after cloning. It was implanted in the womb of an Asian elephant so that the embryo would grow into the elephant's body and the mammoth embryo would form so that a mammoth would eventually return to life. Of course, as mentioned, this method is not successful and requires decryption to achieve this goal. The story is different about dinosaurs. The story of the dinosaurs is very different and more difficult. because the last dinosaurs became extinct during the Cretaceous almost 65 million years ago. There are various theories about the extinction of dinosaurs, including meteorite impacts, volcanic eruptions, pandemics, and more. Of course, most scientists believe that the most likely hypothesis for the extinction of dinosaurs is a meteorite impact. It is quite clear that the remains that remain from 65 million years ago are different from those of animals such as mammoths, which are much newer and have not yet been extinct. About dinosaurs, we have almost no fossilized tissue, and organs such as their teeth have turned to stone, from which complete teeth cannot be extracted. The afterlife of the extinct. One of the questions that arises about the resurrection of dinosaurs and other extinct creatures is what will happen after they return to Earth. Suppose you move an animal that belongs to a particular habitat to another area, causing a lot of trouble in that ecosystem. Indigenous species are extinct and prey on the food of animals in that area, endangering the lives of other creatures in the area and endangering them. For the extinct, such as the Tasmanian tiger, which has not been extinct for a long time, it can be said that it is much easier for them to return to their habitat after life, so that they do not harm the current ecosystem while returning. But in the case of mammoths, the climate is not conducive to their habitat and we do not have enough space to revive their habitat. We know that the weather was much colder in the mammoth era and the weather today is not conducive to mammoths living. At the same time, nature, plants, and animals were very different from today millions of years ago, and with the unlikely return of dinosaurs, they will cause severe damage to the current habitat of the Earth and the destruction of many animals in the ecosystem.